Doom, tack, doom, tack, tack, doom, tack, doom, tack, tack, doom, tack, doom, tack.
Hello everyone, this is Nehal Shukla from team Adgully, and today with me I have the gorgeous and the most beautiful belly dancer, Miss Sanjana Sharma. Welcome Sanjana.
Hi, thank you for such a warm welcome.
So Sanjana, I would like to know something from you. When it comes to dancing, the traditional generation or the generation before us, even now, people don't think dancing to be a decent career per se. So, how has your experience been as a belly dancer? What are the challenges that you faced? How was it while growing up? Can you share more details about yourself and your journey in belly dancing?
Definitely. So I'm actually when, I was just, I think 2, 3 years old, I started grooving on Bollywood songs, naturally. I think every Indian grooves on a Bollywood song and does Bollywood in their different ways because Bollywood as a style is so versatile. You just mix so many styles and you keep dancing. And I used to pick up Bollywood because Bollywood movies is what we used to generally watch. So I picked up Bollywood naturally, and I think till my school times, till my 10th grade, all I used to do was Bollywood. I was always part of all the annual functions. I would choreograph, Bollywood songs there, and I never really learned Bollywood, but that was something that was inherent by Bollywood movies generally as you grow up, as an Indian. And post that, when I was in my 10th grade, I signed up for Terence Lewis Academy, learning some courses on contemporary, jazz, hip hop, just like baby classes, a very baby beginner classes is what I did. And I was like, I want to make my career in dancing. And also, when I was in my fifth grade, I've been a child actor as well, where I would do small side roles, where you were paid like just 100 rupees for a day or so. Like, there were various coordinators who used to take kids like that. And I requested my mom, please let me, just go and experience. So I had an acting of background there. And after my 10th grade, when I experienced classes with Terence Lewis and things, and I was like, I want to go and learn belly dance. Um, oh, sorry, not belly dance. I was like, I really want to go and learn dance form seriously and be able to make something out of it. I was just looking for a direction of what I can do. And I saw some courses, the courses timings were morning 10 to like evening 6. So that means, you'll have to skip your college 11, 12, and that's not possible because, in India, not in India or in general, every parents want their child to study and make a career out of that. So what my parents always wanted me was to balance things out and be able to study because they didn't get a chance, because of their family background to pursue their study for a longer time. Everybody gets a set of responsibility when they are just pulled out for work. So 11th and 12th grade, I just did my college, figuring out what I really want to do in my life. And when I was in my 12th standard, my holidays of 12th standard is when I decided that, it's time for me to get into shape and I want to look sexy and things like how in college time you feel you have this thing that, I want to lose weight, I want to wear this kind of clothes and things. And I saw Shakira back then doing a movement of eight, with her hips. And then later I saw Meher Malik on Indian television, who's also a very famous belly dancer. And when I saw Meher Malik, I was fascinated seeing an Indian belly dancer who actually is pursuing this as a full-time career and has her own belly dance school. So I saw her in reality shows like India Got Talent, Just Dance, and I was like, I want to do this. So in my 12th grade holidays, I decided to join a yoga class and a belly dance class. I never really joined a yoga class back then, but I definitely joined a belly dance class. And when I joined a belly dance class, it really helped me to be myself and accept my body. I've always been a confident child, but I've also been a bit of a tomboy because I used to play cricket, I used to do cycling, I used to be like around guys and play and hang out with guys. So I had a little bit of body language, where I would sometimes like walk like a guy, like some habits like a guy. And belly dance truly helped me to be and accept my feminine side. I really, I really appreciated my chest, because it's never told, like family, they never tell you anything to like cover or something, etc. But unconsciously, there are certain things that you keep in mind as a woman when you grow up. You would like to wear clothes which are like neck covered. You will make sure the cleavage is not visible, like, even a little bit and things. So when I started learning belly dance, movement is also a therapy and it really helps you. So initially, when you learn belly dance, you use your chest, belly, and hips. So when I was using my chest, doing a couple of movements with my chest, it really helped me to open some blockages mentally and physically, which I didn't really know existed in my own body or, in me. Because I was very conscious always about, the chest not like the cleavage not being visible even a little, or, when the puberty time hits and it's growing, so everything grows, right? And I would wear the tightest of the sports bra to make sure that, I'm still like a guy and, I can play cricket and run around and, all of it. So that's how I started learning belly dance. And once I started learning belly dance, I was so passionate and so hungry that till date, it's been 11 years I'm doing this, but till date, I keep learning. And learning is something I really feel that never ends. And one needs to keep learning constantly. And you also asked about the challenges faced. When you are
Yes.
in your 12th grade, you started learning belly dance, so your parents are paying your fees, and you already in the college time you have n number of expenses. You want to go out, you want to shop, you want to meet your friends. Money is never enough, and you always get a certain chunk of pocket money, and you're supposed to balance it out. One of the challenges I would say was, also paying fees. Belly dance that time being a very niche style in India, workshops, pricing, etc. was everything was quite expensive. And I remember paying my instructor training fees, my regular course fees for belly dance. And my parents would not really, be like, I will not pay or something. They would always encourage me to learn and do whatever I wanted to. But as a grown up, like the time when you're growing up, you feel hesitant to ask constantly a lot of money from them. So what I did, challenge was, firstly to pay the fees at times, uh, because I was feeling awkward to constantly ask my parents, because why? I didn't wanted them to think that, I'm not studying or so. Even if they never burdened me, this was my own mentality, scene created in my head that I had that, back then. So I made sure I did part-time events, event management, earn some money, pay my fees. I also pursue belly dance, as a career back then. So 2 years I was learning as a student. After that, I did my instructor training where I started, learning how to become an instructor. Then after you do the course for 1 year, I started assisting. I was a junior assistant. Then I became a senior instructor, assistant, junior instructor, senior instructor. And then I started taking over the marketing department of the company. And that's how I was working in a belly dance school called Way Dance for 6 years, which was by a foreigner named Veronica. And one fine day, finally, she left India, and because of certain reasons. And after that, I was actually a little bit depressed, and I went to my parents, asking them, uh, what should I do? I just started crying. Belly dance was something that I always wanted to do, and when you have a mentor with you, your journey is always better. They are giving you direction, and you follow that direction, and you believe in them. And my dad and mom, they came to me and they're like, what? You were doing your college, you did some event management work, and you were earning money. You were learning belly dance, which we were not really even aware about much. That you were working also, you were learning belly dance too, because we thought all this while you were in college and you were chilling. But whatever you did was what you wanted to. We never stopped you and we believed in you. So you should be grateful that you have such parents who are there to support you. If you need anything financially, we are there for you. So just their words, of encouragement was so good to hear. I felt so good and empowered at that particular time. In just a couple of days, I went around Mumbai. I searched for studios in Navi Mumbai, Mulund, Matunga, Andheri, Ghatkopar. I went there, I booked studios, I gave free trial classes everywhere. And that's how, I started my classes with 2, 3, 6 students. And then when you stay consistent, that's how the classes students will keep coming in. And after that, I never stopped learning. I went to a lot of Indian belly dancers. I learned belly dance with a lot of Indian teachers. I learned from Meher Malik. I also took like 120 personal hour classes from her. I traveled to Egypt. I traveled to Europe. I traveled to like I think 8, 9 countries at that point of time. While I was also pursuing my MBA. So all of this was balancing some work, balancing my studies and doing belly dance too. So something that I really think is very important is to balance, everything out. And I think I'll wait for your questions because I am just going through my journey constantly.
No,
It's
it's so
very,
wonderful to hear about your journey, and it has been such a wonderful one. So I would like to know more about your school that you have launched. It's known as Sanjana's Dance School, right?
yeah.
What was your
So the name
age
of the
that when
school,
you, huh, what was your
sorry.
age that you launched this school? And I know that how did you, but when did you launch it? Where is it? And can you share more details about it?
Sure. So it's actually been 11 years that I have been training, practicing, and teaching belly dance in general. And I launched my school last year in 2022 on 5th of November. And the name of the school is Bellydance Habibi. So Bellydance Habibi is the name because the word Habibi means love. And I want people to know that belly dance is for everybody. It's not just for, women's or girls. It's for everybody. It's for men, female, transgender, any gender, And belly dance welcomes you with all the love. So that's why the name is Belly Dance Habibi, and I really want people in India to learn belly dance by understanding how important it is, for you to understand your own body and be more aware about it, uh, because movement helps you to grow. And belly dance, of course, is sexy, is sensuous, but it's a lot more than just sexy and sensuous. I have seen girls who walk into my classes for the first class, and when they learn for me like a couple of years or 1 year or they complete 6 months, their personality changes altogether because they start loving their own self. They prioritize their own self just after learning an art form which helps them to empower their own self, understand their own body, understand their own muscles, understand their own importance. When my students enter the classes, I generally ask them, with your footwear, kindly keep your character out too. Maybe you are as, director in a certain company, or you are an actress, or you're a model, but when you come in the studio, just be yourself, keep that identity away. So belly dance in general that way has a lot to give, and that's why after 11 years, I launched a belly dance school last year on 5th of November to take things more professionally. Because I think people have started knowing me like Sanjana Sharma as a belly dancer, but I wanted them to separate Sanjana Sharma, just as a belly dancer, to have a school which is open for all. So there is not just one Sanjana belly dancer, but there are Habibis. So in my school, we call, like, for example, it's Sanjana Habibi or Habibi Sanjana, or Habibi Nehal. So whoever the students are, we put a Habibi in front of them in their name. Habibi means love. So I want to create a lot of Habibis, dancing, belly dancing, but doing their own style. We don't want to have another Sanjana Sharma, but we want to have another personal style of a student. For example, a student name, your name is Nehal. For example, you come and learn belly dance. So belly dance has a lot of styles, but we want to create a special style for Nehal too. And that style will be created by Nehal herself. She will, learn for a couple of years, explore and understand what suits her the best. And that's how it will be Habibi Nehal,
It's a cute and wonderful concept and very interesting and unique one as well. So, being a woman, what are the challenges that you have faced, or what is your mantra to keep going on managing your household, managing a dance school, managing your own personal space as well? So, how have you managed all of these together, and what is your mantra to keep going forward?
My mantra has always been stay consistent and, believe in yourself and take as much experience as you can. Sometimes I don't really care if I'm actually making money or not. Like sometimes really I do think that experience is worth anything. And being a girl, a woman, growing up, I feel my parents have always been very supportive for everything. Um, how do uh, how do I work it out? Uh, I think staying consistent, balancing everything out. I will say that balance is a very important thing. Not just for a girl, for a man as well, for a boy as well. Everybody, when we grow up, there are certain set of responsibilities that we have. And we have to make sure that we know about our own responsibilities rather than, just, for example, I want to do a course and go and just cry in front of my mom. I want to do it, give me some money. No, it shouldn't be that easy, right? So you go out, you struggle, you earn some money so that you know what is the value of it. Then you do your course, which will be even more valuable if you actually go and pay, your fees and pursue that particular thing. So, could you repeat your question once again?
I just asked you, what are your mantras for going forward? Yeah.
Mantra. And something you mentioned for a woman
Huh.
as
So
well,
being a woman, how are you
as a
managing
woman.
your work, your career, your personal life, your
Okay.
personal space out of all these things? How are you managing all these things?
So mantra is to stay consistent and to stay balanced. And as a woman, till last year, till like 8th of December, I was unmarried. So, I was staying in my home and I had my parents who were always quite helpful. They've always taught us to, cook, prepare your own breakfast, make sure you have your own meals and balance your work life, your passion, with your studies. So till last year, I was with my family and it was quite chill, parents taking care of everything. And now when I got married on the 9th of December last year, it's just been like a month, more than a month, I would say 1 or 2 days, more than a month. I'm luckily married to my childhood friend, whom I know since I was 1 year old. And he's also a percussionist. He plays darbuka. Darbuka is an Egyptian tabla. He plays a darbuka and I dance on it. And he,
That's so
works
cute.
into sales. He works into sales and marketing as well. So he's balanced his job, and this is also something that he pursued with me. He's learned from Kareem Nagi sir and Hussam Ramzi sir as well. So being an artist, he also belongs to a family of artists, my
Hmm.
husband. So I have only a mother-in-law. My husband's sisters are already married, and my mother-in-law, understands my passion. She knows how passionate and workaholic I am. So she treats me exactly like how she treats his son, or I would say even love me more than him. She prepares my breakfast. We were in honeymoon. We are back since 1st January. I have my breakfast in hand. She keeps my lunch box ready. So exactly like how my parents would take care of me. She's been doing that too. Only thing as a woman you need to take, woman or men, I would say, if you can take care of something, is be responsible for everything that's there around, just a certain thing. I have started respecting my culture, or coming close to my culture more the time when I was getting married, is when I was actually getting more and more aware about my career, or what is the importance of a sindoor or a bindi, or if you're wearing this chuda, and everything has a certain meaning and a culture attached to it. So it's not something that is compulsorily a woman is supposed to do. But if you really know the story, roots behind all of it, you go into depth, you understand the importance of it. So you balance, your culture, responsibility, work, family, and stay consistent is how you will always grow up.
One message that you would like to give to the belly dancers or the dancers who are aspiring to, come at the position that you are today?
Firstly, I would ask, everybody who likes to pursue dance as a career is know what you want to do firstly. Don't leave everything and then think, yeah, I want to do this. Generally, what I've seen, even students or, even myself when I was growing up, when you for example, if I want to learn belly dance, I just did one class and I'm like, I want to make a career in this, I want to be a teacher, you know and I think of, I don't want to study anymore, I don't want to do any kind of job work, I just want focus in my life, and I want to just be a belly dancer. You think of it, and for example, if I start doing that, I pursue belly dance, I learn as a student, but where will the money come? I have to pay my fees, right? So I think people should come out of their comfort zone and balance everything. If they want to pursue a career in dancing, firstly make sure, whatever you're doing, your study or you're working, balance it out. You do a job in, a field that you like to, so that you earn something, and you balance your dancing career with that. You start learning, you will gain some experience over the period of time. When you feel, wow, now it's time for me that I have to start my own school after seeing a couple of years, that's when you can leave the job, when you feel that this will help you earn that much chunk that can, help you provide your family. So in short, balance everything out and not just, be vague and just go around and I want to do this and be stay consistent. Believe in experience more. Experience is everything that will help you in a young age. Don't really think a lot about money, 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 but think a lot about experience, because experience is truly, the money, the fruit that will benefit you in longer run. And, that is what I would like to say.
Well, that was a great insight for the people who are aspiring to be a dancer and choose a career as a dancer.
Certain reality shows, people have been approaching me, and I just
Hmm.
went again there for experience. And that really helped me to have a lot of people coming and learning belly dance. If you go to reality show, or
Okay.
you're a little bit active on social media, or if you train
Mm-hmm.
celebrities, so one bit of that is that also helps you to get a good fame where you can start reaching out to common women's, boys, girls, that they can also come and learn belly dance too. So,
Okay.
like, yeah. And as a woman, sometimes there are challenges, initially, people would tell me that, you're so fat and you still belly dance, and they would like make fun of me and things. But I have always been very confident about my body weight or shape
Mm.
or size, and belly dance truly helps you to accept yourself the way you are, but also enlighten you with the fact that, yeah, you always need to stay fit. Being fat is
Yeah.
not always, healthy. So fitness
Yeah.
is also important, and it's a lifestyle.
Important thing.
So belly dances kind of helped me to groove myself and my personality. Learning it as a dance form, to going to a professional, understanding my own body, to even getting married, everything, comes with experience and a journey. So that's how it's been.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. I hope you had a good time.
Yes, I did. Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Welcome.
Bye.